Hello guys, this is 97 back with things you don't usually see, number 5. And I know you guys like this series, but I actually didn't had the motivation to do another one just because I have used all the basic stuff, so I actually didn't know what else I could have done. But then a good friend of mine, Zorwark of the Night, he helped me doing another team, and yeah, he's a really cool dude, so his link will be down below in the description. He uploads Pokemon videos and Pokemon battles, Wi-Fi battles of course, so go subscribe to him if you're not already. Then, yeah, I think we can go straight into it. Zoroark, which is the first Pokemon. Item is Choice Band, ability Illusion, Jolly Nature, attacks are Sucker Punch, Night Slash, Low Kick and U-Turn. Actually, Zoroark has a pretty nice physical attack stat, so no one actually tries all-out physical attacker, even with the Choice Band, so it works really nicely with the priority of Sucker Punch being stabbed, and Light Slash just of course if the opponent doesn't go for an attacking move, then Low Kick basically there for Tyrannitars, and then U-Turn basically to yeah, if the opponent switches out you can predict the switch and get lots of damages because it's still a physical move and we are Choice Band and max attack. Then next one is Espeon, and Espeon basically it has the same offensive stats as Latios and no one uses an offensive Espeon, so we decided to make this Choice Packs Espeon, ability being Magic Bounce, Timid Nature, attacks are Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Fighting and Signal Beam. Psyshock because we actually are afraid of Blissey, so I think Psyshock is a good option. Then Shadow Ball basically there to Psychic types, and yeah, I guess we do have Signal Beam for Celebies, which is 4 times effective. But then, yeah, we do have Shadow Ball for pure Ghost types, so that's cool. And Hidden Power Fighting, of course, for normal types. Next one is Xatu, and we actually decided to use a offensive Xatu, so we made a Choice Scarf, ability Magic Bounce, its Modest Nature, attacks are Psychic, U-Turn, Heat Wave, and Shadow Ball. Heat Wave basically there for Ferrothorns and yeah, Fortresses. U-Turn, I know we are modest and I know it's reducing our attack, but the only thing we want is to predict switches. And then, yeah, of course having the advantage. Shadow Ball, of course, for Ghosts and Psychic types, and yeah, of course, yeah, I think in the Psychic, I forgot about that one. We were actually considering putting Psyshock, but as we have Psyshock on Espeon, we think Psychic on Xatu will be a good option. And then it's cool because, yeah, we do have 2 Magic Bouncers on the team, so no hazards on our side of the field. Plus, with the next Pokemon, which is Tentacruel, being his item Black Sludge, ability Clear Body, because we don't want to get intimidated by Landorus T. You'll see why, because attacks are Swords and Poison Jab, Waterfall and Rapid Spin. So yeah, 2 Magic Bouncers and the Rapid Spinner, yeah, no hazards on our side of the field, that's for sure. Then Poison Jab and Waterfall being our dual stab, and Swords Dance to boost our attack, of course. So the next one is Scrafty, item Leftovers, ability Intimidate, attacks are Drain Punch, Knockoff, Swagger, and Crunch. And we made a max HP, max special defensive Scraggy, not Scraggy but Scrafty. Yeah, Leftovers and ability being Intimidate because to take physical hits better because we don't have that much physical bulk. Well, we do have that good natural bulk, but not as good as our special defensive bulk, I mean. Then Swagger, we just didn't know what to put on the last move slot, so we just made it Swagger. Then Crunch and Drain Punch being the dual stab. Drain Punch to get some health back, especially for Blissey's and such, which has a good HP stat, so we can go for the Drain Punch being super effective in stab. Should definitely do a good chunk, and yeah, we can get some health back. Then Knockoff, basically to knock off the item. And of course we have a stab knockoff, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm kidding, of course. But then, last but not least, of course, Axorus. Item Leftovers, ability Rivalry, attacks are Dragon Claw, Taunt, Toxic and Counter. And we made this max HP, max defensive Axorus because Axorus actually has a pretty cool... Yeah, we do actually have to consider his defensive set, is not that bad. And then Rivalry basically there to boost the Dragon Claw, and then Counter, I know that we can take physical hits, so yeah, go for the counter. As like Scissors, go for Bullet Punch, even being Technician, I think we can take it. Technician, Choice Bandit, Stab, Bullet Punch, I think we can take one, then go for the counter and totally annihilate a Scissor. So yeah, Taunt basically there to like taunt for Ferrothorns and stuff, and even if Espeon and Xatu dies, that's pretty cool. And of course Bronzons, if someone wants to run it, has the escapes of this battle, if they are like light screen or something, yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's just go straight into the battle. So I do decide to lead off with my Zoroark, disguised as Tentacruel, predicting him to lead off with Tyranitar because, as you may know, like I said before, I do have the 4 times effective low kick, especially for Tyranitars. And Tyranitar is heavy, so low kick is gonna do, yeah, it's gonna possibly take him out, that's what I'm hoping for. And 4 times effective, choice banded max attack, get out of here Tyranitar, just, yeah, die. So first turn Tyranitar is down, which is really nice because Tyranitars being on the sand area, especially defensive monsters. So he does ring in this thing. I don't really want to take a, like, I don't even know if this is special or physical. The thing I can do is actually go into this thing because Intimidate, even if he's physical, that's cool. If he's special, I'm fully specially defensive, so he's not going to be able to do much to me. He actually is physical and goes for the Earthquake. Being intimidated, that's a good chunk, I'm not gonna lie. Now he brings in his Bronzong as I just go for the knockoff, knocking off his Light Clay. So this thing is Light Screen Reflect, so of course dual screeners, and that's cool to know. But I am gonna go for the Swagger right now and praying to God that he hits itself in Confusion. But yeah, luckily he does able to hit itself in Confusion, so that's really cool, get some damage off. And now I do think I switch out into my Haxorus, but like, yeah, after the after turn effects, of course, I do switch into Haxorus right now, as I think he goes for the Reflect and he snaps out of Confusion right away, which is a bit unfortunate, but he does go for the Reflect right now, and he maybe is like, okay, I can stay in, I have the Reflect up, Haxorus can do much to me, especially because I have Levitate, that's what he's mostly thinking. So I do stay in, go for the taunt, predicting him to go for the Light Screen, but he actually goes for the Gyro Ball, and he's gonna be able to get a critical hit with this Gyro Ball, and he's gonna almost be able to kill me. And this does so much, and you guys are thinking, why does it do so much? Because I gave him +2 with this Swagger, and this Gyro Ball does so much, but now I do switch into this thing, get the Intimidate off, bringing him back to +1, as he does go for the Earthquake right now, and he's gonna be able to get another critical hit with the Earthquake, so 2 crits in a row for this Bronzong. Bronzong is skillfully trained because, you know, 2 crits in a row, that's something you don't usually get. But I'm gonna go again for the Drain, not again, but I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch because I know I have to die because this thing being as low as it is, either going to be a death fodder or I'm just going to have to sag it. I do sag it and Drain Punch does nothing because of the Reflect, of course. And I do bring in this thing, which obviously has the Heat Wave, and I know that he's not going to be able to expect that. So I do go for the Heat Wave. Luckily I get the burn, I think it plays off for the crits, but like it doesn't matter and the crits mattered a lot. So he does manage to get his Light Scream up, and right now I could switch because I know that burn will kill him next turn, but I don't want him to get the Reflect up, so I'm gonna have to stay in and go again for the Heat Wave, risking hit missing, and yeah, kill that thing. Luckily I do hit it, which is cool, as he does now bring in Terrakion. I don't really want to take a Stone Edge, and I am locked into Heat Wave, so I do switch into my Extras, basically as a Death Fodder, and I wanted to see what kind of Terrakion this is. Yeah, I don't see like Life Orb. I don't know if anyone runs Life Orb Terrakion, something you don't usually see. You see Expert Pelted or like, I don't even know. So, Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit, but I think he's Choice Scarfed as he actually switches into Jirachi. I predict the switch really nicely because he can do nothing to Tentacruel with X Scissor. So I go for the Swords Ends, and I'm gonna go for the Waterfall, and I'm like, okay, get a flinch the Flinch Master, which is Jirachi, and luckily I'm gonna get a flinch, so that's really cool because Flinch Master was flinched. Something doesn't happen every day, but the Light Screen does wear off, which is cool because I don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Can go again for the Waterfall. I don't get a crit slash flinch, so he's gonna be able to go for the Iron Head. I don't know why he went for the Iron Head. He could have just gone for the Wish, or maybe just the regular Scarf Jirachi, but if Terrakion is Scarf, I don't think Jirachi is gonna be Scarf. Maybe it was the Wish Protect with Body Slam, and Iron Head of course is there for the Parry Flinch. But like, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be able to knock him out with another Waterfall, as he does now bring in the Landers, and of course I'm afraid of the Earthquake, so I do predict that really nicely going to my Zatu. I can stay in because I want to know if this thing is Expert Pelted, Scarf, I don't even know, so I'm just going to stay in, go for the Psychic, I get as much damage as I can. He does switch up moves, so he goes for the Stone Edge, so that means that he's probably Expert Pelted, is going to be able to obviously knock me out. As I go into my Espeon, as I know I can outspeed because he's not Scarfed, so I'm gonna go for the Specs, Psyshock, and that's gonna demolish Landorus because, you know, yes, stab, Psyshock, choice Specs. Yeah, Landry is not thinking that whatsoever. So it does bring in this thing, and I'm like, okay, as long as you are not the acrobatics, like flying gem acrobatics, I can take any hit, go for the side shock and clean take you out. He actually happens to go for the earthquake. That's really cool because I'm going to be able to knock him out with the side shock from full HP. That's the power of Espeon, but yeah, Archeops isn't that bulky also, so yeah, doesn't really like show the power of Espeon, but Espeon is powerful, believe me. So he brings in his last, which is Terrakion, goes for the Earthquake, knocks me out, of course, and I'm like, okay, Zoroark cannot take a hit. But Zoroark of the night, we were on a call and he told me Zoroark can take a hit, and I'm like, okay, it takes a hit, and I'm gonna be able to go for the Choice Bandit Low Kick, and Terrakion is heavy, so super effective. I'm gonna be able to knock out Terrakion, so that was the game. And yeah, Tentacruel did show, yeah, I think I had Tentacruel and Zoroark left, so Tentacruel shown up the game with the Waterfall, knocking out Jirachi, and Zoroark killed Terrakion and Tyranitar, so that's pretty cool, and because no one expects this, of course, because things you don't usually see. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Go check out Things You Don't Usually See number 4. It was a NU, and yeah, pretty cool one also. So yeah, go check it out. Subscribe to me if you're not already, and then if you want to see more of these, say in the comment section what do you think about this. So yeah, gonna say that. Until next time, later.